Red, white, and fabulous. Ooh la la, Alma is in the house. Should we talk about it? Let's do this! Alma is singing Requiem at Eurovision 2017 for France. You guys, there is no reason to mourn, but there is every reason to celebrate. This song is a symphony of pop. It is symphonic pop. It is taking lowbrow culture and making it highbrow. This has a very strong French identity and also an important message saying that life is ephemeral, but love is eternal. She is getting philosophical, giving philosophy rhythm from the very first note to the last. This is just gripping. You're like watching high art unfold in front of you. At the same time, you're tapping your feet. You're humming along. The English, to me, it works. A lot of people complained because they had heard the original. You just gotta cast that out of your mind. Eurovision viewers only see the final product, usually, and this is a good product. I'm loving it. Je t'aime.
Okay, so I do prefer the original entirely French version, if I'm honest. I think that the problem is, though, is actually when you listen to the English version, it feels like they just cut and paste that into the original version of the song. Production-wise, they didn't do a very good job of adding the English. I think live that problem will actually disappear, and I have grown to appreciate it a bit more. I just preferred the French version, and there was a lot of talk about, oh, well, it'll only be like one sentence or something, and then it's actually more or less an entire chorus in English, it feels like. That being said, embrasse-moi, I am all in on this one. France have done it really well again. I think it will stand up well against the rest of the field, and I think that a Eurovision watching audience will appreciate this one. They certainly appreciated Zoe, and she sang entirely in French last year, and Amir obviously did well, so why not?
This entry is definitely grafted, not just with Eurovision success in mind, but also for commercial success. It is so radio, it is so brilliant. I think the mastering has been done very badly as well. It just feels like it's chopped in, and it loses the sort of the more eternal flourishes that the original had, because I know, you know, would you dance with me, or whatever the lyrics are. But this is brilliant. It's light, it's breezy, it's danceable. I just hear it and it just makes me feel happy, you know, and I think this is absolutely brilliant.
I think part of the problem with the English that people have is actually that her pronunciation at the time of recording was not perfect. No. I actually struggled to figure out what she was saying, but live, she will have had time by May to perfect the English lyrics, so it will flow more naturally, and it will ultimately fit better as a result, because right now the issue, I think, is less about the content and more about just the delivery, and that will not be an issue when she's in Kyiv. What I love about this is that it grips you for the whole 3 minutes. It's structured
completely.
In a, yeah, like the bridge is very, it's not so different as to be a different song, but it's just different enough to pique your interest. And that's important, because sometimes people shoehorn in bridges with massive key changes and it's just too awkward.
It doesn't work.
But this works.
It has been framed as a pop song that has then been translated into a Eurovision song, and it doesn't kind of try to be one or the other. It kind of just works as a nice mould of everything, and it has the interesting touches. I actually prefer the new end to the song that they added in during the revamp, particularly as it seemed like Alma struggled a little bit live sometimes with that original version. Certainly the one live performance that she did on that award show wasn't great, but I think she's already looking more comfortable on stage. I think that this will do France proud. I did briefly consider it maybe being a winner. I don't see that anymore, though.
I think she smolders. I think her youth and her vitality comes out. Yes, she was nervous on that live performance because she's not the most experienced artist, but this is going to make her one. She's going to become an established artist after this. She's got the look, she's got the voice, she's got the song, and I think Girlfriend is going to slay. I could see this coming top 5 if they get staging right. I mean, as you know, I wasn't impressed with Amir's staging last year. I thought it really let him down, and I think he could have gone even higher if they had sorted that out. So I'm hoping that they give this I don't know, a French identity, but also one that's pan-European, if that makes sense. Like, don't make it too cliche with the Eiffel Tower, like the embrassement t-shirt you can buy on wiwibloggs, but make it French enough that people love it.
But also like the video, and that's what makes me worry. That video is so Parisian.
Yeah.
You need to translate that to Kyiv.
It's going to be interesting.
Oh, no, keep it French. French means sophistication.
True,
it means finesse.
True.
It means, you know, it just means joie de vivre. And, you know, that's what this entry means to me. It is clearly the strongest of the big five. And even at her worst, which was that award show, she's still a top 10 to me. I mean, this is brilliant.
I think top 10 is guaranteed. Let's go around and give our scores out of 10. We will leave the comment that ranks Italy lower than this for another video. Chris?
I'm giving this a 7.5, and it was higher before it was turned into English. It probably was an 8.5 for me then. And I do think the English harms it a little bit just because I liked that French, the entirely French sophistication that it gave it. But it's a very good song. I do think it should be around the top 10, but I think I don't put it in my top 5 anymore.
I give this an 8.5. Ooh la la, that is a very big score. I watched the live performance in the Ukrainian national selection and I thought it was quite good. And that was very early. And so they've had time to work on this, to work on her delivery. She was wearing, you know, we found out from her team, she was wearing a very simple dress that she paid like €5 for, and she still looked fabulous. She killed it. I think that she's got this charm, this I don't know, this little hello, ooh la la, she's just so cute and adorable, you know.
Amazing.
I'm loving her. I'm
Isn't
loving
she
the song.
Brazilian as well? I mean, like, she ticks all boxes.
So my score is an 8.5.
I was on that score until the revamp, and I've dropped a point to 7.5. This will still do well, and I have every faith in it moving forward.
Well, that's what we think, but there are 30 Wiwi bloggers all around the world this year on the Wiwi jury, so we have to pull their scores into the mix too. And let's get the average.
Drum roll!
Wow, that is big. That is big. Anything
Ooh la la.
near or at or above 8 is like, that's very rare this year. So
Yeah.
this is clearly one of
Or
our
any
favorites.
year, really.
Yeah,
That is really
that's
good.
a strong score. I think it's
good.
deserved.
Deserved. She's earned her spot. She will slay and she will do France proud. It's nice to see some countries who have struggled over the years kind of re-examine, look at, reapproach the contest with, you know, with a...
They've hit their stride.
Yeah,
They've hit their stride. They don't need gimmicks. They just need to use their talent, and they're doing that. We will see you later. Bye.